Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello. What the heck is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, which you probably are because everybody is new here, my name is Madeline and I am so happy that you decided to join me today on a monumental occasion. I bet you can guess what it is. I bet you can. I'll give you 3 seconds. Okay, it's a new mic. Yeah, I know. So this video is just going to be kind of a trial run of some new equipment, and also in keeping with the trial run of new things, some new product. I was helping my friend pick some makeup out the other day. She was looking for a foundation that didn't have too much coverage, was more like a tinted moisturizer, and had an SPF. And I thought she's probably looking for a BB cream. So of course we head on down to our local Sephora, and who should be on display doing a demonstration right at the front door? It Cosmetics. So I took that as a sign and I said, hey, do you know what fits all the parameters that you were looking for in a foundation? Probably the CC cream from It Cosmetics. And so of course they proceed to demonstrate on her. And while she's doing that, I think to myself, I hear a lot about this product. I have never tried this product. So I asked the girl if I could grab a sample because, let's be real, not sponsored. She says, of course, let me grab you one. Which one do you want? That's when I realized there's more than one formula and I had to make a quick decision. So there's the regular CC cream, which everyone raves about. And then there's this other one that nobody talks about, but seems really, really intriguing, which is the Illuminating one. I can't exactly remember what the title of it is because I don't have the bottle in front of me because I just got a sample. It's the one that's very glowy. It's very illuminating, and of course, your girl loves some glowy foundation. No one really talks about that formula, and quite possibly for a good reason. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out for you guys so you can see how it works. I've got a couple of new items as well that I'm gonna throw in this video for you guys, and we're just going to go ahead and get right into the video. Let's get started. Also, it is so hot in Vancouver right now. I am about to melt, which does not bode well for this glowy foundation. So if all else fails, we're just gonna open the window and hope that the audio isn't terrible. On this week's episode of unnecessary skincare products that you probably don't need, grape water. But in all honesty, I picked this up while I was getting the foundation for my friend and I don't think I could live without it anymore. You know that I love a good skincare spritz. For some reason, that is something I really gravitate toward. Maybe it's the efficiency of it, or maybe it's the therapeutic element of just spraying yourself with something cool and refreshing. This is essentially exactly what it says it is. Grape water. And you might think, wow, that sounds really, really bougie and wholly unnecessary. Let me just say, in Codaly's defense, that this girl has very, very red, patchy skin. And something in this grape water reduces redness somehow. I thought I'd just throw that in there as a product that I am currently in love with right now. First, I'm going to give myself a little bit of quick fix. Like I said, your girl likes sprays. I have somewhere to be today. I'm going to dinner with a friend. This is also going to be a good trial for the foundation. How it lasts through an evening of eating, drinking. All right, let's just jump right in. I'm gonna take my tiny little sample. It smells vaguely of tea tree oil, like a little, which isn't unpleasant, but we're just going to dot this all over the skin and hope it matches, because we just kind of guessed. It is quite neutral in tone. It's also a great test for if it covers blemishes, because I have some doozies right now on my face. I'm probably putting way too much on as usual. So the people who were demonstrating this foundation said, of course, you can apply it with your fingers, you can apply it with a sponge, you can apply it whatever you want. It has SPF 50. So I've always been curious about this product. Everyone raves about it. And people say that it sits on the skin like a moisturizer and it feels like you're not wearing makeup, but looks like you're a flawless angel. I'm just using my 4F to bounce this in because I want to give this foundation a fair shot. This formula boasts full coverage without a full coverage feel, and so that has me very intrigued. Oh, I look kind of like a disco ball in the viewfinder, and I have to say, it is very illuminating. I'm gonna have to powder this down. I'm gonna turn into an oil slick by the end of the night. Wow. It is so illuminating. It's like you wouldn't even need highlighter. Just leave that untouched. As you can see, I still got this guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. They're all still showing and quite emphasized because of all the illuminating properties. I wonder if this even has like some shimmer in it. It's hard to say. I'm just gonna apply in the areas where I think I need a little bit of extra coverage. The match isn't actually terrible. I'm used to a more peachy undertone when it comes to foundation. This is very, very neutral, which isn't a bad thing. It's just not what I'm used to. I'm also not used to being this glowy. This is like Pro Glow on crack. Blend that second layer in. I've been watching a lot of Star Trek The Next Generation lately. Andrew and I are trying to get through the entire series. It's definitely a Data look. Full highlighted, no contour. Well, that blended in beautifully. It does look very skin-like, if a little bit wet, but it's really, really beautiful. We're gonna see how everything applies on top of this today. First, of course, with concealer, I have a fresh Maybelline Instant Age Rewind to break into today. This is my favorite concealer at the drugstore, albeit not my favorite applicator because this takes forever. Also, slightly unsanitary. This is the lightest shade, so let's hope that that will work. Oh yeah, ooh, that's very bright. The only problem with Age Rewind is that it kind of stings just a tiny bit. Use the same brush to buff that in. It's blending on top quite well so far. The nose is the true test. That's actually blending in really beautifully. So far, this is a really nice combination. Just gonna layer on top of those friends of mine that don't seem to want to leave the party today, even though they've clearly overstayed their welcome. Take my Pro 1M. It likes to, right in this area, slip around, but it's not doing it too poorly today. Just gotta be careful there. I'm starting to see just a little bit of slippage. I think I am at a place where I like it. Now before I crease up, I'm going to take my setting powder and with a damp sponge lightly set those areas. Because girl, it is 27 degrees outside and I'm not about to let this base fall apart on me before I even make it to dinner. Ooh, that set really beautifully though. That worked with the powder so nicely. I'm just really trying to control that shine, keep those oils at bay. This is a problem area for me right here on that mustache area. I get real sweaty real fast in there. I feel like my pores just disappeared and that's never happened before on this face. Okay, I'm going to do something with my eyes and my brows off camera and open a window because I'm about to go insane. We will reconvene in just a few moments. Actually, for you guys, it'll be right now. All right, we are back. I have my brows on. I have an eyeshadow look all done. My lashes are on. The Luminara lashes from Rouge and Rouge. They are my favorite go-to pair whenever I want to look really good with little effort. I opened the window because it is far too warm. I do not want all of this work to go to waste, so we're just gonna have to deal with a little bit of background noise. I hope you guys can forgive me for that. Truly, we are putting the new microphone to the test. Okay, moving on, I'm going to dust off this bake that has been sitting here, and through the heat, the base has stayed intact for the most part, has not started breaking down just yet, and I'm still really loving how it looks. Honestly, my pores have never looked smaller, so I'm not sure whether that is the concealer or the foundation or a combination of the two, or maybe I'm just having a good skin day, spots notwithstanding. I do feel like I'm having a really good foundation day so far. Moving on, we are going to bronze. You know the drill. Go in with a little bit of contour just on the far outer edge. This side is blending better than this side today. I'm feeling a bit stripy in this area. It's not blending upward very well. That did sort of happen in my last video. Now that I watch back, I noticed that this side especially was looking a bit like Neapolitan ice cream. All right, true test. Nose contour. Not bad. Let's bake. While we let that bake, let's go into some blush. I really loved the blend of those Sugarpill shadows in my last video, so I'm just gonna do that today. I think I'll just use a hair of my Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore too, because I think the theme today is glowy. So we want to make this look like it is on purpose and not just because we're really sweaty. For a highlight, I'm using my favorite Colourpop Luster Dust in Strobe Globe. Starting to look a bit cakey on the nose. You can see like sort of right in here. You can kind of see how it's doing some weird texture things in this area here. Oh, and it's really creasing up right here. My under eyes don't look bad yet though, so I will chalk my chin up to it being extremely hot. We are almost done here, folks. I'm just going to quickly throw on some freckles and a little bit of bottom mascara and set the face, and I will return. Okay, so everything's on my face. I've set, it's done. So far, think everything's going quite well. I feel like that shade was the perfect shade for my skin tone. Now, I'm not sure how the shade ranges with this CC cream, but from what I have seen around, there is like only 7 shades. So I don't know if that means that this formula sort of has like a skin matching thing going on. You know how like some BB creams just sort of like warm up to your own pigmentation, but if so, 7 shades, not great. Somehow this shade is perfect though. It's really glowy, but it does feel nice and light on the skin. I don't feel like I'm wearing a very heavy foundation. It layered up for the most part really nicely with all the other products, especially the concealer. I do feel like my under eyes really quite brightened. My nose has calmed down now that all the products have warmed up on it. That usually happens for me, especially when it comes to products layering on my nose. Usually it just takes a minute. We'll see how oily this zone gets throughout the evening, because I really want to see how long this really glowy foundation lasts, especially in this August heat. And the texture is beautiful. Honestly, I feel like my pores have disappeared. I don't know how that even happened since I have very textured skin in general. However, my forehead's a lot shinier than normal, especially in this area where I've tried to powder. Those are the areas where I didn't set quite as heavily, so I have a feeling it's just like this foundation really just blasts you with luminosity. So unless it completely breaks down on me, I think I'm really gonna love this formula. I want to wear this throughout the evening and see how long I can go without blotting, without touching up. Last thing I wanted to show you guys was a new lip combination I found at the drugstore. It is something I saw Tarte try just the other day and I can't resist. A summer glossy nude lip. This is the new Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick, which is extremely glossy in the shade Baddest Beige. It also was sold with a matching lip liner to do a little bit of an ombre. So this lip liner is in Beige Babe. So if you're familiar with Maybelline, Beige Babe is quite infamous for being one of the go-to sort of cult favorite nude lipsticks at the drugstore. Today we're going to use it in tandem with the Color Sensational as advertised. It looks like it's a twist up. Ooh, love that, except that we can't sharpen it. I've never tried Maybelline lip liners before, so we are going to see how this goes. Oh, it's very nude. It's really creamy though. This does not equate to this, to me anyway. And the ad images sort of made it appear as if the lip liner was much darker than the lipstick to give an ombre effect. So I feel like the imagery was just a tiny bit misleading. I do really love the texture though. It is really stunning. You know, it's not so bad. Okay, going in with Baddest Beige. That is very nude, but the formula is so creamy. I don't hate this. I don't hate it. That is it for the look today. I'm gonna head out the door. I'm going to put this foundation to the test and see how far we can get before it starts to break down on us. I will see you momentarily a few hours later. It is after 3 in the morning. It has been a long evening wearing this makeup and I cannot wait to take it off. Through all the sweat, through all the heat, through all the eating, through all the drinking, it is looking pretty much the same as when I left the house. Basically just around here and here where I usually crease up with every foundation anyway. It's not like that is anything new considering that I've been wearing this for a number of hours. It's looking really good. So even with the illuminating formula, I know that some people have said it is too dewy. I'd have to disagree. I thought I was gonna be kind of an oil slick when I came home, but I'm looking pretty cute. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit more investigation with this foundation, but so far I'm saying it's a win. I really want to test out the original formula of this CC cream before I go ahead and buy a new tube, so I really want to see how that one performs against this formula just to see if there's really that much of a difference, because as far as I'm concerned, this formula palette is performing really, really well. I want to thank you today for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button. That helps me out a great deal. Also, if you're not already, why don't you just hit that subscribe button, hey? I would love for you to come be a part of this tiny little corner of the YouTube world that we have sequestered for ourselves. Also, I do not have an uploading schedule. I upload when I can, whenever I can. So if you want to be notified, hit that bell icon down below next to the subscribe button and you will be notified every time I upload a brand new video. Also, I forget to mention this more often than not, but if you want to follow me elsewhere, I am on Instagram at Madelaide, same way it's spelled here, and on Twitter I am at MadSuds, which is MADDSUDZ. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Please be kind and generous to everyone you meet out in the world today, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye guys.